He scored last week. He has been absolutely sensational. He had a great year last year. He's having an even better year this year in 2015. Robbie Coetzee has been good as well. It's been a very solid forward pack, isn't it?
Will the players line up for the national anthem? Warren Whiteley, who puts in so many tackles in Currie Cup rugby. And it will be Lloyd Currie who will sing our national anthem.
Nkosi sikeleli Afrika maluphakanyiswa uphondo lwayo izwa imithandazo yethu Nkosi sikelela thina lusapho lwayo Sounds a call to come together and united we shall stand. Let us live and strive for freedom in South Africa, our land.
Fabulous rendition of our national anthem. And so the Lions supporters are plenty here. There's plenty of red. There's fabulous scenes here. That's the Currie Cup rugby. Western Province have won the Currie Cup 33 times. The Golden Lions 10 times. And Western Province, who won it in the early years, the time in and time out, and hasn't been all their own way. Sideline commentary. Let's hear from the Gabani Bobo.
Oh, it's bedlam out here, Hugh Bladen. It's amazing atmosphere. How good it is to see Rasta Rashivenga calling up his first Currie Cup final. But it's just the excitement. Speaking to Paul Trier, and you can see the TMO, that is Marius Jonker, who'll be looking after those decisions, which everyone will want to be out on ABM for those decisions. But what an atmosphere, and all the Joburg has come out, and there's a few splatter of blue and white that is in the crowd. But looking forward to see how these two teams take on this challenge.
So Rasta Rashivenga, the youngest Currie Cup referee ever at age 29. Coetzee, in fact, it's Kwakwa Smith who burst away with the ball. Currie. Now the Lions, as they want to run the ball in their own 22 via Franco Mostert. Currie, now Coetzee with his preferred left boot.
Now immediately the Golden Lions show, and they play like they played throughout the Currie Cup. They're prepared to give a bit of width, open up that angle so that they can find some touch, and it's a nice little start there for the Golden Lions. That'll settle the nerves.
Rasta Rashivenga will be assisted by Stuart Berry and Jason Yafta.
Open at the back right.
Bongi and Banambi. They have two 2-meter tall locks, as Warren was saying. And also Reinhard Elstadt that they use quite liberally, but the Lions trying to interfere with that ball. Looks like Mostert may have stolen it. Currie, Whiteley up to the halfway line. A great roar from the crowd. Now it's a Yaku Creel. You've got a Yaku Creel and Kwakwa Smith, who's so similar in size. I like the ball on the bounce. The ball on the bounce quite often can be a situation which puts a man just around somebody. And now it's Van Rooyen over the 22 of Western Province. Quacker Smith in there, but Currie gets. Now it's Boshoff away forward. Redlinghuis, that's a wonderful little grabber. But it's grabbed by the Stephen Kitsoff. Great defensive work by the loose head prop. If he can get that back away, the Golden Lions get a penalty. Could have well been a holding on there as Kitsoff. Well, I mean, he made a timiest entry into the play, did Stephen Kitsoff. So now it is decision time for Jaco Currie. I'm sure you'll get a little bit of advice from Warren Whiteley.
Marnitz Boshoff a step forward. They're going to go for the drive, and the positive intent is clear for all to see.
That was the line-out steal, Bros.
Superb work there by Lawrence Erasmussen. Gobani, the intensity that the Lions have started with, they've got over the advantage line, they're breaking the tackles, and they're exposing a few little defensive holes in Western Province early.
So what is different for me, Warren, is the fact that now they're starting to be more directed, the carries. They're getting all the advantage line with the players like Jaco Currie, and you can see that's the intent. It's all about making sure that they up their tempo, up the pace. And this side is a young side, this Western Province team, and ain't at altitude. So you want to use that first 20 minutes, make sure that they're chasing shadows.
Stephen Kitsoff has received some attention, but seems to have recovered. And they're battling to catch their own ball of these forwards. Nick Groom at halfback is feeding it up to Noche. Former Wynberg scholar who's had an outstanding season. Robert Dupree coming to the side a little bit later. That's good play by Western Province.
More was formed first.
Yeah, very well done by Western Province at the line out. They compete, they get up.
Okay.
The Lions would have been banking on getting this ball.
That guy enters, the way you're attacking the breakdown.
But that compete is fantastic.
Yep.
Gee, that is good by Buerta.
Thanks, Brenner.
Getting very, very high, and then the regrouping from the Lions is also good to hold this up and force the maul. Once this goes down, they don't have to roll away.
Well, we have the first scrum of the match, and the Lions have prided themselves right throughout this season on their tower at scrum time. Let's have a look at those tack weights. 8.55 against 9.10 for Western Province. So they have a slight weight advantage there.
Okay,
but they too have an experienced tight five.
Bind. Set.
Julian Redlinghuis, the tight head prop.
Let's go, same ball.
Remember, it's hard underfoot. You've got to have the right boots on here.
It's a real match-up there on that far side between Kitsoff and Redlinghuis. And that's where it goes down on the opposite side. And it's going to be a real good match-up. Kitsoff is in the form of his life at the moment. Getting it around the field, contributing with ball in hand. It's a very strong scrummager, but Julian Redlinghuis is very strong in that tight head position.
Stephen Kitsoff also playing in his third final this afternoon. Western Province in their fourth consecutive ABSA Currie Cup final. Champions last year. A game in which Stephen Kitsoff in fact did not play.
Set.
So coming slowly for Currie. Boshoff at the reach. Now it's Fulmunk. Up to the 5-meter line. Currie is there. Mostert drives for the line. Currie has to dig again. It goes to Robbie Kutsia. You can see right in front of the post, and well, a little bit of a mix-up there, but eventually it's fullback Kutsia who gathers the ball in. Help from Whiteley. Advantage.
Leave it.
Now it'll be interesting to see. Surely, Bros, they will kick for goal. Surely.
Yeah, they've got to. You've got to take those points when they're on offer. You can't walk away and not take them, and that is the decision that they have made. There's a scrum. Getting a little lateral there from Kitsoff, and then it was held up here by Western Province, and they slow the ball down. That's the penalty. Lovely camera angle there from the crossbar on the uprights.
Well, that 94% kicking average means nothing as long as Borsov, he missed that kick. It's Borsov.
Wow.
It just means nothing. It's now a final. It's a different story.
Hopes, take us through this one.
Oh, you take it through this one. Just the way that he just wanted to drill it through the post. You can see he keeps his head down, but actually he didn't have the direction. It's unbelievable from him.
Borsov in action again. Not going quite as far as he would have wanted. And the tap down is, I think, by a Province player, by a Lions player. And so Jason Yufta has his flag up in favour of Western Province.
Of course, you remember that final from last year where Borsov missed a couple of kicks, and you wonder if that memory is lingering in his brain. He's got to clear it and forget about it. But there were two plays there, the kick and that up and under, which are a bit shaky from Borsov.
Good clean line out ball. Groom away for Dupriat. Step on the inside is good. Groom again, now Mbanambi. Kitsov. Stopped initially by Kutsia and by Whiteley. On the bounce by Noche. Groom. Carr getting it away to Dupriat. Good quick defence. Howard Manisi making the tackle there on the very tall lock forward. Groom again, Kitsov, Dupriat, reading the play very well indeed, got it away to Dylan Lates. First touch of the game for the winger, now the driving play there by Anthony Formank.
Turnover's good.
Turnover is good, and it's picked up on the Formank who goes away. Now Van Rooyen. The winger at half back, Jaco Kriel. Trenier had to get there very quickly. Borsov away from Mostert. Always will the drive, but Nochi did a good defensive block there. Now it's Erasmus. He's got long strides as 2 metre tall lock forward.
Advantage,
Trenier
last feet.
just getting away from Sinatra there. And then it's Nochi. Now, if I were the skipper, I would give Borsov another kick at goal here.
Well, that's a definite there, Hugh. They have to make sure that they build the confidence of one, it's Borsov, and they have to collect the points because they had the pressure. So now it's time to convert that pressure into points.
Well done, Jaco Kriel there. Saying, because it's not such a pressure kick. I mean, it's not a gimme.
Yeah.
And so he can just relax and have a shot at goal. There was a little bit of a swirly wind here in Johannesburg.
This is the tackle from Howard Amnesi. It was a great one. He got the shoulder in, the technique is absolutely perfect. Got in under the ball
Just to
of Jean Klein.
Just latching on to that, Bros. You see how he's leading with the shoulder and that leg is coming up with that shoulder. In that way, he's in a strong position on the big man and he dipped himself, working out from an upwards motion.
Now the ball is flying just wide again. He's not making bad contact, but just not getting it quite right at the moment.
He's had a slow start at the beginning of this game. He's trying to use the wind to carry the ball over so he can push it in the midfield. He's missing out on that one.
Well, it's Borsov again. He will go for the hoist. That's a lot better one. Robert Duprier is underneath it. Mostert gives chase. Mostert can't grab the ankle. Now it's Colby. Always a buzz of excitement when he gets the ball. But his sleight of build is Colby, so he gets muscled to ground. Nochi gets it away to Duprier. Kutsia. Back for it is Duprier. And taking the mark. Gets it away to Colby, who can be dangerous in the situation. Decides to go with the boot and boots it straight into touch.
An error from Cheslin Colby. John Dobson last year this time, he was coaching the under-21s in the final that they played against the Bulls under-21 team today. It's the seniors.
It's not a great memory for him. That's when he lost last year. Jason Currie scoring a try in the last few minutes of that game. So John Dobson will be looking for a better, I guess, result in the final.
Well, John Dobson's dad, Paul, wrote a wonderful history of the Currie Cup on their Rugby 365 website. Now it's Whiteley, good ball in for Creole. Away by Currie, now Boshoff on the switch there for Janse van Rensburg. Currie, Riedlinghuis. Province pride themselves on the defence. Currie couldn't get it away. Colby with a little side step, then the boot away. And that's a lot better by the fullback as Spasan has to race back. So a huge amount of ground won by Cheslin Colby.
No, he's absolutely superb in that impulsive moment when he doesn't have to think too much. He just works purely on instinct, and that's what that kick was there. Superb from Colby.
So far, Province have made 17 tackles against the 8 of the Golden Lions, and they've all been pretty good. They've made 19, in fact, and missed but 2. So Robbie Coetzee with this throw that becomes important. Well taken by Whiteley.
You reckon we blow it?
Little burst away by Coetzee. Currie for Creole, now Boshoff making some ground. And look at this, burst into the tackle goes Janse van Rensburg, looking around. Oh, hold on too long, but a beautiful bit of following up by Coetzee, the full-back. Currie should commit runners here to the ball. They're well inside the Western Province 22 now. Boshoff waiting for Whiteley. The step and go. Whiteley.
Johan Ackerman, Swys de Bruin very happy with their charges. It's all about that break from Ryan Jansen van Rensburg. He's big, he's strong. He played in the Junior World Cup back in 2012. He muscles his way through. He's over 105 kgs, is Jansen van Rensburg. And then it was the wide ball, and there was no defence inside for Western Province. Well spotted and well played by Whiteley.
Look at the physicality from the Lions. This is what they're all about. And they thought that they're going to come here and dominate physically. Could not see that. Bad tackle technique there from Cheslin Colby. But Currie does so well. Look at this. Just making sure that they play a direct game. Attack in the space. Name of the game for the Lions.
Great roar from the crowd as Marnus Boshoff kicks his first successful place kick.
Oh, what work here. Making sure that over the advantage line was the Lions, and then Marnus Boshoff, knowing that his captain's on the inside, giving a bit of verbal too. Gets it. That's what there is. The Super Rugby captain Warren Whiteley, one of the leaders of the side.
Dupree. Smith. Good safe tackle there by, amongst others, Nizam Carr. That's not a bad little kick ahead of Mostert. Very nearly got it, but the Province have tidied this up quite nicely. Have they got enough runners? Dupree goes against Erasmus, gets it away to Colby. Need a half back. Elstad trying to go through the middle. Colby now does the job at halfback.
Play on.
Carr. Noche. Groom. Johnny Kotsa. Difficult to bring down. He's a big lad, Johnny Kotsa. Now Groom gets it away again. The tight forwards having a little rumble forward.
8 offside. Penalty advantage.
Warren Whiteley offside, the referee says, and so Province.
Offside,
Now, what will Province decide to do?
Yeah, go sort it out.
Robert Dupree, who's coming playing just his 9th game in Absa Currie Cup, a debutant this season, is entrusted with the place kick.
He's had a fantastic season. I tell you, you've got to go all the way back with this play of the ball. That guy there handling the ball now, Nick Groom, did so well with that little kick to collect that ball for Western Province and save the situation. He showed tremendous bravery and courage, did the little scrum half.
Right behind me the grandstand is chock-a-block. You can see from the shot, unbelievable, the people that have come out to support this Currie Cup final 2015.
Well, what a day it is for South African rugby. The Currie Cup final and then the semi-final of the World Cup. A good-looking strike, but that swerves away. There's a little bit of a wind factor down there, Ross.
Definitely, when we got here this morning, the wind was blowing, and it's obviously having an effect. Robert Dupree looked on anxiously, urging that ball to swing in. It didn't.
Yeah, it swung out.
He had the away swinger.
Chance here for Carp.
Mostert works hard.
Very hard. Now Noche. Groom. Dupree. Colby. Spasan had to hold his line there. Colby running into Smith. Smith could... no, it comes for Nick Groom. That's good play by Colby. Now Carr. Grabbed by Riedling Hayes. Groom again, Dupree, Noche. Dylan Lates is out wide, but it comes for Dupree. Sinatla. Very nearly away, the winger, but he's well tackled. Worked up for Kotsa again. Very physical game it is. Elstadt is in the thick of things there. Now worked away by Buerta, then Dupree. Wilkolo, who won his South African under-20 colours when playing for the Blue Bulls. Turnover here. Oh, Rasmus nearly stepped on the inside. Mostert couldn't get the pass up. Picked up by Rasmus again. Not a bad little ball over the top there for Kutsia. Kutsia still going. Somebody's got a bit of cloth. It comes for Fulmink. And then away it's Ross Grenier, who gets his first try of the Absa Currie Cup season, and what a time-use one it is for the home side.
Well, you've got to admire this Golden Lions team. They've come in here in the Currie Cup final with all the pressure and all that's involved with that, and they've just stuck to their game plan. They've stuck to what works for them. They've used their forwards. This guy here, a couple of weeks ago, he was making his debut against the Sharks. Right now he's playing in a Currie Cup final, and he's having the game of his life. Kutsia does so well, powers his way through forward, and then it's the awareness of where the defence is. The little offload inside was absolutely perfect. There was no one home for Western Province. Great try by the Golden Lions.
Just tell Philip, we're not going to have a water break because they just took one now with a try. Yeah.
Well, you probably heard the referee quite clearly now that they won't have a water break.
Oh, what a work from Fulmink and then Ross Grenier just backing up the player. That's how they recycle themselves and give themselves a better chance to support the play and influence the game, the Lions, and they've just been so physical. Lawrence Fenter take a bow. Rasmus back pardon.
Well, it's twice that the Golden Lions have found that little inside channel. Once with Whiteley, once with Grenier. Fokker Smith very nearly dropping that ball, but recovered well. Currie gets through a lot of ground in a match, backing behind his forwards. Mostert. See the ground that Ross Currie had to make there, about 30 meters to get behind his forwards. Work for Dupree, now for Colby. Just sizing up the opposition and then accelerates away. Well, look at where Lawrence Erasmus tracked his man down. He was beaten by Colby initially and got back. Great work by the young lock forward. Groom, Dupree. Not too much space there for De Jong. Coming for Kutsoff.
Powerful.
Now, clean out's good there. I'm happy with the clean out.
Dupree, but it's a pretty static sort of ball here. Now Sinaka changes that.
No, not down the last sleep. Advantage. Penalty advantage.
Gorsoff was offside, so they are on a penalty advantage here. Our Western Province. They need to get some points on the board, do the visiting side. Groom, Dupree. Little barge forward there by Elstad. So there's no advantage. They will go back for the penalty. Marnitz Boshoff got himself into no man's land. That's Nick Groom, in fact, who stayed down.
Offside.
He's taken some heavy contact as Nick Groom. He's put his body on the line. Wouldn't expect anything else in a Currie Cup finals. Siabela Sinantla, the man who hands that ball over to Robert Dupree, and they're going to go for the drive. They're going to try to get that working. Got some looks of him.
I think he's missed touch.
Overcooked that.
He's missed the touch.
That is a terrible mistake.
Oh, you can see that reaction from the coaching staff. They really need to make sure that they get if they get any opportunity inside the half. You can see this kick here. It's a mid off of it.
And the thing is, Bugs, he's walked all of 25 metres to kick that ball. I mean, Sinatra could have just kicked it. You only had to go 5 metres.
Oh, yeah, you didn't have to take even that further.
So the drop out is taken by Reinhard Elstad. Groom. Now the little burst from the lock forwards, Dumbanambi now. It was Buerta who made the initial run. Dupree, you see that? I just don't think they're getting any momentum going forward. Another penalty. It was Jakob Kriel who was warned by the referee. Now this one is straight out in front of the post.
And in finals rugby, you've got to think, take
your
those
knees
3
and
points.
everything is on the deck. I can't reward you.
Chisel away at that lead.
It looks like they're going for touch
I don't think they're going to do that, Bobs.
They're going for touch. They already set themselves up. They're going for touch. They're already chasing the game before the end. The game is away from them, but they still got a whole half where they can still pile up the points. I guess the 14 points that the Lions have is really chasing them. It's putting lots of pressure. Competing on the breakdown. He was told that it was already a ruck and he was not supporting his body feet or supporting his body weight was Jakob Kriel, but he was still stuck on that, slowing the ball down for the Western Province.
You must go 10. You must go 10. Go 10. Go 10. 9. 9.
Well, it's the deep throw that hasn't worked this arm, securing the ball. Then the little dummy, very nearly away. Amnisi. Currie, there's nobody directly behind this ruck, so Currie had to virtually go on his own. The Lions players all lying very flat now. They're giving away a few penalties here. The pressure coming from the Western Province players. And I can't help but think, guys, you both played at international level. You've got to take your points.
They've got to take those 3 points, and they are lucky that they've got another chance here there was almost a huge psychological moment in a Currie Cup final. You've got to take your opportunities when they present you. You have the opportunity to take those 3 points. Then you go for the line out, you throw bang over the top, you don't get your man, you turn over the ball.
Yeah, it's been interesting and very, I guess, indifferent decision making from the Western Province side. They've had the opportunity to put up some points, and that way you get your team, and you reward yourself for the effort that you've put in, because you got yourself inside the other team's half. So you want to get those points and make sure you keep on piling back. And now they're going to be starting chasing this game with no reason to.
There's a picture of him. Jason on your side.
Well, there's butterflies swirling around in this young stomach, but he will keep his head down, concentrate, and boots it over. Well done, Robert de Now, what will the Lions have defended deep inside the Western Province 22? Their Groom, well taken by de Preer. Good pass by Nick Groom through the right-footed, predominantly right-footed. De Preer onto the right situation. Borsop with a drop kick attempt.
That's why we play for the Golden Lions, making sure they drop them back inside the 22. But look at this. How's that for ambition?
It was worth a pop, and you had the American football style throw from Andries Currie to get it centre of the field for Marnitz Borshoff. The game will resume with the 22 dropout, so no harm for the Golden Lions. Is worth an attempt.
Remember, a drop that misses and goes over the dead ball line is not conceived to be a scrum where the kicker kicked it. Trinier, Borshoff, Currie. Robbie Currie on Currie's outside. He's gained a bit of ground. You can see how quickly the
We're
forwards
just falling
can
off our
gather
feet, guys. Come on.
Well,
We're just falling off our feet.
the Lions coaching hierarchy will not be happy with this penalty count. Penalties conceded now 5 against 3. And the Lions penalties have all been conceded, have all been in a kickable position. So Robert de Preer will kick again at goal.
And the thing is, they've come in quick succession as well. So they break your momentum. They give momentum to Western Province. And now the importance of the kick gets highlighted. Robert de Preer, they declined the kick earlier. They kick it over now. They're at 6 points. They're that much closer. These players here all leaving their feet, diving in. And thus the penalty goes against them.
Well, a slight swing in the game. That's the win factor at the stadium. So it'll come in and swirl around. Gabani Bobo will give you a little bit on the wind a little later. Tackles made now. 41 by the Lions. So it's suddenly the Lions who have had to make more tackles. They've missed 5 of those 41.
Yeah, there's no one contesting. This is flying off. You've got to see.
Now is that going to dismiss Gabani Bobo? What's the win factor?
Oh yeah, it's swelling all the time, but then at that time it just died down for the young Robert de Preer. I think he was trying to overcompensate with that breeze, because it's trying to blow his ball towards where he lent it on to. I think it just followed through. Make sure you go through your processes, kick your ball straight as hard as possible, and don't let the wind play any factor.
Well, Nick Groom, that's an unlikely mistake by the experienced scrum half. He was so keen to see what he could do with that ball.
And it's little things like this that can change the momentum. They've had a bevy of penalties going their way at Western Province, so they get that momentum. a little mistake like that can just change their momentum, get the Lions on the front foot, give them a bit of possession, give them territory.
So it's the bare facts are is that Borshoff has missed 2 penalties and Robert de Prier has missed 2.
Okay, Crouch. 5, 6.
Well, that scrum, wonderful scrum by Province. Duprier. Well, is that not a chance for a breakaway? And now he's kicked it out on the full. They heel a tight head, and then they don't move the ball. In fact, I don't know whether the game's changed. Many years ago, you know, tight head, your scrum half broke.
Go, even the number 8, go. 8, 9, get them running, because you had that advantage. There was a huge scrum from Western Province to force that tight head. Really blew that opportunity. The pressure of being a Currie Cup coach in a final, a youngster playing his first Currie Cup final. These are all the pressures that are going through these players' veins right now.
The throwing in has not been absolutely fabulous either. That time Whiteley secured the ball.
Too many bodies on the deck. Let's go.
Good sack from Western Province there. Not giving him a chance for the Lions to set up a drive and roll. Just a sack for Clay, making sure that the man doesn't get momentum. You can see that Warren Whiteley winning that ball brilliantly, but like, look, the work now from the ground, straight to the ground, and in that way, we're not giving him the momentum to set up.
Yeah, folks, and if the viewers, you think you can't take that down, as soon as the player comes to ground, you can take the guy who received that ball down to ground, but you've got to do it immediately. And you've got to take the player who's holding that ball. They did it very well there.
Let's go, Blue.
And it's a one-man sacking. You can't have 2 players to tackle one man.
Well, the pressures of coaches on the right, Western Province, on the left, the Golden Lions.
You can see how much hair John Dobson has lost.
Yeah, it's a common denominator, isn't it?
Exactly.
Okay, Crouch. Bind.
Now, let's see what happens with this scrum.
Set.
Province will be very, very happy with the last one. Lions doing a little bit better so far. They've got it going. Whiteley on the front foot. Cronier, Manisi. Oh, beautifully handled by Cronier. Now Parker Smith. Always seems to make a yard through the tackle, as does Jaco Kriel. Borshoff. Kutsia. Skorsar. Great tackle, Colby. Courageous tackle. Now Cronier. Well taken by Whiteley. Erasmus. Brilliant take by Smith. Sevens skills demonstrated there. Now it's Janssen van Rensburg. He's a big lad, who we often say. Now Cronier goes and ties his way over the line. Is it a try? Yes, it is. That's the Rashivenga awards the try. A little bit of pushing and shoving going on. Not like Warren Whiteley to get involved in a bit of a skirmish. Johnny Kotze is in there too. Lawrence Erasmus, all 2 meters of him.
Okay, come in, right? Listen, I don't think five needs to come in here and inflame the situation. Have a word to 5. Thank you. Was that? Leave the player alone on the deck. Leave him.
Please take the pass, please. Please take the pass. Support pass.
Which one? We were happy with it. We were happy with it.
Jean de Jong asking the ref to look for the forward pass.
Almost pleading with the referee to go up to Marius Jonker.
Gee, what a score again from the Lions. It was set up by this guy here. And you see the little offload that goes down, goes to ground, and pickup. Was that a knock on there from Ross Cronier? He gets it out wide, and then he does so well here. He holds that ball up. They all drift onto Mostert, and he just rides the tackle, gets his way over. Strong work by the little number 9.
And that's dragged to the left of the post. So we've now had 5 misses at goal by the 2 kickers.
Oh, this is all handbags at the end of the form. That try. You can see that one is very happy. Lawrence Erasmus, one of those players, picking up and backing himself and taking the space was Ross Currie. And they've been doing that the whole time, the Lions.
Dupria. Mostert. Good support from Reardonhouse, who's sort of like rushing around with a tower of light there. Colby, well judged. Dupria. Oh, no.
The pressures of playing in a ABSA Currie Cup final. A shake of the head from John Dobson.
There wasn't any hit. Come, let's go.
Kurt Coleman looking on.
Let's go.
Kurt Coleman, who's already played in 2 finals.
Okay.
Just anticipating what he's going to do with the ball before it even got into his hands. This is when you need all the senior players, maybe a few meetings for the leadership squad of Western Province, just to bring the players together. Calm down. It's what the final is all about. He's supposed to enjoy the occasion and just live up to it, because this is what it's all about. You're happy about your preparation leading up to this game, and now it's all about execution.
And Bubs, you've got to clear your mind. You can't think too much about what just took place. Almost like a golfer walking to the next tee. Forget the bad shots. You've got to focus on what you got to do next.
No, it's all about the next task, isn't it, bros?
Well, we've just had a stoppage in play for the second bit of attention to Stephen Kutsoff. But nothing wrong with the province scrumming.
There we go.
And it's scrum feed for the Golden Lions here. Western Province do not want to allow them to score another score before they go in for half time.
Remember, steady, crouch. Bind.
Again, there's an interesting formation. Borsov straight behind the scrum, straight behind him, who's Andries Kutsia. Janse van Rensburg is to the left of the scrum, and Whitey takes it on the front foot. Elstad had to extend himself hugely to get across to the play. Now it's Jaco Kriel. Lay back for Cronier. Now Borsov. Erasmus. Good defense by Province so far. Van Rooyen. Cronier. Manisi. Cronier. Kutsia. Robbie this time. Now Reardonhouse is ready to take it. Little deft pass back to his halfback. Reardonhouse to pick up again. Former head boy of Monos. And the Lions with the pressure win a penalty.
That's exactly what Western Province didn't want to happen. If I was the Lions, you just take the 3 points. You just keep chipping away. You keep dragging that lead further and further out. I tell you, this shows you from the scrum, the Lions get a really good right shoulder here. They get the right shoulder. It gets Warren Whiteley on the front foot. Now, when you've got a number 8 with that amount of pace and skill, he's going to get you across the advantage line. He does so by about 10-15 metres. A great target from which the Lions have to work from due to the scrum and then the job Warren Whiteley did.
Just enjoy the fact, bros, they're playing more directly. They're doing more pick and goals as Western Province are trying to do the whole full coverage with their defensive line, and their pick and goals are working well for them.
Marnotz Borsov nails the conversion of the penalty. Remember, last week he kicked 9 out of 9 on this very ground. Now Clocker Smith again. The chase is good by Dylan Lates. Hasn't had too much of the ball this afternoon, the Province left winger. Not the greatest clearance by Currie, but safely into touch with a minute and a fraction to go in the half.
Now, it deviates a little bit from what they normally do. They try to get it to the midfield, they try and run it up with the forward player, and then they try to bring it back to the left to get it onto the left foot of Currie. They didn't quite have the angle this time, did the Lions, and they didn't get the distance.
Good chase up by Nizam Kar as well. Now this is good go forward ball for Province.
I'm going entry, you detached, entry over here. Entry.
So the penalty is given against Lawrence Erasmus. And
you detached over there, so I can't give you that much.
Juan de Jong walks over and points to the touchline, and Robert Dupree obliges.
Now, big decision. You saw a couple of the leaders came in there. Nick Groom, Juan de Jong to make that decision. They got some good purchase from this drive. One of the Lions players there just comes offside, looks like Lawrence Erasmus. Crucial for Western Province that they take this and they go and score.
Well, it's been stolen by Whiteley. Robbie Currie. That's a carry-over. Should be a 5-metre scrum to Western Province, and is. I think it was Warren Whiteley who tapped it down.
So brave again from the Lions to go up. When you go up, you take yourself out of the equation to stop the drive. Very brave from the Lions. Whiteley in the air, they win it. And they keep their line intact for the moment.
Okay. Crouch.
Well, this should be the final play of the half, and will it be a vital one for Western Province? Look at that scrum. Just rock solid, and then they just get a little heave on the go. A little heave. Groom, Dupree beside her. Robert Dupree forces his way over. What a way to finish the half, because it's a half that hasn't really gone for the young fly half, but that will change the complexion completely.
Oh man, sport is so great. That's what it's all about. He's under pressure, he's under the cosh, he takes it to the line, he says, you know what, I'm just going to back myself, and in he goes, he gets the try. Boy, if any player needed that score, it was this man here, Robert Dupree. If any team needed it, Western Province needed it right there, right then, right now.
The conversion goes over the crossbar, so a very good 7-pointer for the young Western Province fly half. Dubani Bobo has made his way onto the field, and he will be just having a look with, he's with Ross Grenier.
Ross, a start that you guys were happy about, but at the end they come back with a try. Are you guys playing to what you guys wanted to do?
Yeah, I think we're doing well, keeping ball in hand. I think we can keep it a little bit more, and some unnecessary kicks, but otherwise we're playing extremely well, keeping the tempo, and that's what we've got to do in the second half.
So keeping the tempo is what you're going to do in the second half. Best of luck for the half time.
Thank you so much, Babs.
Cheers. It is 22 points to 10 for the Lions leading here. We will see you after this, see how the Lions will finish this off. All the Western Province come back.
Why not stick to that core of good possession? I think it will go well.
Best of luck for the rest of the season.
Thanks a lot.
Well, that core of possession applies to both sides as Marnitz Borsov commences the final 40 minutes. Carr. Groom. Dupree. Currie.
Last.
Grenier. Mostert. Whiteley up in close attention there. They'll go short side like that with Riedlin Hayes. Then away for Currie. Currie, Erasmus, Whiteley, Mostert, Currie, Borsov. Oh, and there was a ball carrier, came in the form of Quacker Smith. He was just waiting for somebody to put his hand up. Was Marnitz Borsov. The Lions' continuity into the 22-metre area of Western Province, and now their forwards get rumbling. Van Rooyen was in possession. Borsov, and now power away is Janse van Rensburg, the young Waterkloof graduate, South African schools, Blue Bulls Craven Week, South African under-20, and now a try for the Lions in the Absa Currie Cup.
Gee, for me, this is very ominous from the Golden Lions. For Western Province, a lot of their defence was sitting on their heels. They were sitting back. They weren't coming forward. They were allowing this Lions team to get over the advantage line. Now, the Lions do very, very well at the quick play of the ball. They've got forwards from 1 to 8 that can all handle, and that gives them the go forward. This guy's so strong, 105 kgs. Concern now for Western Province. They've got to light the fire. They've got to come off that line in defence.
Just the Lions are not giving him any chances, but the one man who's been more embarrassed about this is Julian Reddinghays. He runs over his own tight head prop. Look at that from the outside centre.
Great running by the big and young outside centre, who has come into the game in place of Stokkies Hanekom, who's on the bench. Smith, Coetzee. It's a good kick away by the fullback. Stuart Berry trots into the Western Province half exactly on the 10-metre line.
That's fantastic control by the Golden Lions, but this Currie Cup final now is all about Western Province. Can they pull themselves back into this game? Who is going to light that fire? Who is going to be the catalyst? Is it going to be one of these big guys up front that are going to set that fire alight? Because someone needs to step up. Otherwise, this final will slip away.
A shortened line out by Western Province. They've dropped Notchi out of the situation. Good take by Buerta. And Van Rooyen muscling his way across the maul there. They'll go flat. There's nobody deep. Groom. Volmonk, well taken by the left winger. Dylan Lates was up there. He just hasn't had the ball in hand as Lates. Now Borsov running at the line. Beautiful hands above the tackle. Bit of over-elaboration almost by the Lions there. The first move I thought was great. The second move, I'm not too sure.
They just won't die wondering what these Lions. They just want to be all about the skill. But what it takes, keeping the eye on the ball, and then the turnaround so to make sure if anything happens, he knocks it back onto his side. Good play from Anthony
Perfect technique there by Anthony Volmonk. He got his body in between the player and the ball. Should I say the advancing player.
What a shot from there. You can see the opportunities from either side and either back line.
They need a strong, solid scrum now to Western Province. They need to set that platform. They're desperate for points.
Bind. Set.
Well, again, that juggernaut, both sides, one might say, juggernaut packs. Now Colby gets away from the first and had to dive into the 22-metre area of the province to keep the momentum going. This is Nizam Khan. Good step in. Power his way over. Surely that is a try for Nizam Khan.
Well, Blades, we called for it. They've delivered at Western Province. Yes, they have. A right smile from John Dobson. but that was very well done, and it was that drift pass from Robert de Preer to Colby that freed up the space, and then it was the strength of the number 8, Nazem Cole. He came on the angle, he sensed that there was space to the left, and he managed to get his way over. But it was a lovely drift ball for Colby to get the space out wide and put them into that position.
Robert de Preer is successful with the kick.
It's all about the outside arc that he takes on Howard Nisi. You can see the pace.
So an amazing game, just when you think they are going to run away with it, Bobs, they go and score a try like this.
Oh, what good hands from Noche. Just the way to spot the player, shooting out of line and then picking up the great line was Nizam Kar. This is Robbie Katia, big side for Marco Marks.
So the coaches starting to show their hands already. 7 minutes into the second half and Malcolm Marks is on the park. Now it's De Jong who boots it away. Boshoff is there. Kutsia in midfield. Kutsia under a little bit of pressure there from Buerta. Cronier, Boshoff looked on the inside. There wasn't a runner that time. Now wait for Erasmus. Cronier, Fulman, good angle run by the left winger.
Good.
Good pick up by Manisi. Now it's Marks. He really is an immensely powerful young man, Malcolm Marks. Van Rooyen. Ooh, little burst through the gap by the loose head. Now it's Kutsia. The Lions lying quite flat at the moment, only forwards as the first receivers, but it goes for Boshoff wider. Now Manisi. Desperate to grab on the ball there by Nizam Kar. Away by Colby for Groom, now cuts off. He went to ground almost before Warren Whiteley tackled him. Bongi and Benambi who try to make some ground there. Du Preer, now De Jong. Little inside outside, creates space for Carr. Now it's Kotza. Groom, Province building up quite nicely here. Away for Sinatla. He's got plenty of pace. Has Sinatla now in Benambi. Sinatla again, Du Preer, Elstad. Solid defence by Jacques van Rooyen. Groom, Du Preer. De Jong took his eyes off it. Pressure from Janssen van Rensburg. Referee said backwards. Charged forward by Buerta, by Klein, in fact it was. Groom. Well defended by Cronier. Boshoff. Just made enough ground there, Boshoff, to get one or two of his players in behind the ball. Whiteley saying go left. Or boot it downfield. Now it's Nick Groom who concentrates on that one. Colby. This is danger for the Golden Lions. Colby couldn't find a running player. Worked out by Jean Klein, then Groom on the territorial search. And that is rolling and rolling. Is it on the line? Is out.
That was the right call from Nick Grimm. He needed to look for a little bit of territory. Didn't get the bounce of the ball, but he spotted that there was acres of space open out wide, and looks like it'll be his last act of this ABSA Currie Cup final for 2015. He's going to depart, and Jana Vermaak, a very experienced Jana Vermaak, he played so many seasons here for the Lions, will come on, and he is bound to have an impact.
Well, Jana Vermaak, who plays wins his 94th cap today, played in one final for the Lions, as Warren Brosnahan mentioned, back in 2007. 8 years ago, Bobs.
8 years ago he played, and now he's back here. He's going to show a bit of experience. You saw the impact that he had in the semi-final. He was outstanding the way he came back. He scored the final try that took a game away from the Bulls. So he settled the players down. I guess that's what they brought him here for. All that experience. Good player to have on the bench.
Well, the crowd enjoying this, early-ish mid-afternoon sunshine here. The bit of cloud starting to form, but otherwise a very warm day on the Highveld.
That's Wilco Low in the number 3 jersey. He seems to lose his feet.
Just a slip. Yeah, let's move across.
It's scrum time. Feet are very far back. Out they slip, and down it goes.
So, if we're going to slip.
Well, Wilco Low, who grew up in the Boerland at Droste and played, then went to the Bulls, just 21. He turned 21 in July.
He's up against Jacques van Rooyen, who's had a good game this afternoon.
Bind. Set.
Looks like Ollie Kebbell will also come onto the park now. Can they get a second shot? That should come Whiteley's way. Manisi breaks that first tackle. Trunier, Creel. Trunier again. Manisi, was that offside? The referee says continue. Trunier again away from Riedlinghuis. Kutsia, then Fulmink. Oh, well, there's a whole host of errors here. Bongi and Benambi in some discomfort there. On comes Kurt Coleman. Well, Warren Brosnahan and I were discussing the half-time substitution maybe of Robert de Prier, but John Dobson decided against it, and now Kurt Coleman comes on. He's played in 2 finals before, so this will be his 3rd final.
This is some of the things that Robert de Prier would probably not be wanting to look at again on the video after this.
He won't be sending this highlight reel to his manager.
But it's what pressure does to a player. But then he was able to rise above it and get in for a vital score on the half-time hooter. Stephen Kitsoff has left as well. Ollie Kebbell is on.
Yeah, Ron J has gone on for the Golden Lions at loose head.
So Jacques van Rooyen can be happy with his afternoon. Robbie Kutsia also has been substituted by Malcolm Marks. Ruan Triad, as Bobs was saying, at loose head.
Scrum's going down on the far side with Ollie Kebbell and Julian Riedlinghuis. And the ref is only going to allow them to put that ball in once the scrum is square and stable and there's no movement.
Well, Ollie probably got a bit of advice from his dad guy, who played in 4 finals.
The Bull Kebbell, who was an immense force in that front row. For the Sharks in the 90s.
Bind. Set.
Already engaged by the Lions. Carr. Whiteley makes the tackle. For Mark. Coleman. The two new guys on the park. Now, will that go over the dead ball line? Then Foreman needs to go to it quickly. No, well, the ball's away from the dead ball line. You have to lie down to pick that up whilst it's still moving.
Yeah, that'll be an interesting call from him. But you're right, you always are trying to make sure that you get to the ball as quick as possible so you can open up your options for yourself. The Lions will be happy to slow the ball down here.
Julian Revenhurst is coming back to the 22 pretty slowly. Borshoff will look for territory. Lates. Coleman. Not a bad little bit of footwork there by Dylan Lates. Now Coleman obviously has been told to get out there and look for territory. Great fielding by Marnitz Borshoff and by Cheslin Colby. Has this ability to accelerate away. That was a brilliant tackle by Jaco Kriel. Cunha comes away. Now Erasmus. The pass away is gathered by Johnny Kotza. Now the Lions under pressure here. Howard Manisi. Lovely dummy by him. Takes on the Province defenders. And driving defence it was too by Province. So the Lions under pressure. But there was a knock on there.
Yep, we're going to check the tackle. Summons. Okay, what do you have?
We have to check possible foul play by blue, that tackle, after the player released the ball.
Okay, Tummel.
Jason, have you got a number for me?
Marius, are you there? Marius, are you there?
Yeah, I got you.
We just want to check a possible dangerous tackle round about halfway line by number 11. By number 5, blue, please.
Number 5, blue, good.
Yep.
So the jury is out on Ruan Buertak. Well, it wasn't 5, it was 17.
Yeah, that's Ollie Kebble.
Well, I think it's strictly according to the laws. That could be a yellow card.
Yeah, that is above horizontal by the law.
Can you hear me, Marius? Sorry.
Yeah, just give us a time.
I think now it's all about...
Erasmus almost launches himself up into the air, but it's how Kebble drops him down, which is the problem.
Rasta, I've got a decision for you.
Yes, Marius.
We're looking at number 17, blue. From what we can see, the red player sort of jumped into the tackle. However, 17, blue did not bring that player down to the ground safely.
Yep, I agree. So I'm going to go with a penalty only against number 17, blue.
I'm happy with that, yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. 17.
I think that's well handled, but well TMO'd by Marius Jonker and
You've got to bring him down safely.
Rasta Rashivenga. You know, you go and give a yellow card.
Totally agree with you. Totally agree with you.
Really well done.
It was well officiated that. I guess sense prevailed at the end. No malice was taken into anything. Good call from the officials over here.
And I think this is a good call from the Golden Lions as well. There's been a period of momentum from Western Province. They've got an opportunity here just to take a shot at 3 points, and they may as well take it.
Yeah, it's a big deficit for Western Province to chase. And now they're just making sure that they drill that into their head.
Well, they lead by, what have we got, 12 at the moment.
15.
15 means you've got to score twice. No, 3 times.
2 converted tries with the penalty.
Just the two paces. He's given it a hefty kick. Fabulous kick.
Unbelievable. Marnix Boshoff, you miss all those other kicks, but you get the tough one. You nail it, you hit it, and that stretches that lead to 15. Superb kick by Marnix Boshoff.
You can see already Van Zyl is on for Klein on the lock for Western Province.
Okay, let's go. Come back on.
And you can see there Kotza is replaced by Hugh Jones, who comes on the inside centre for Western Province too.
Parker Smith, good seer, good chase up by Dylan Lates. Trunya, Boshoff, a good chase up there by Jano for Mark. And so Johnny Kotza comes off the field. Substitutes are plenty now. John Klein is also off.
Yeah, fantastic, isn't it? The Bok game coming up against the All Blacks later. We got Lions supporters. They've all dressed up, and Western Province did well there. They had a good kick chase. They took the Lions out of their structure from kick receipt. Well done there by Western Province.
Good line out play there by Chris Van Zyl. Hugh Jones is the one who replaced Johnny Kotza. All a bit of a scramble at the moment, and penalty going the way of Western Province. Looked like against Julian Riedlinghuis.
Offensive 18. Okay. Oh, right, sorry. I thought you said Poles. 18 white, Bernard.
So Kurt Coleman will go for touch as we move close to the final quarter of the game.
Where's 18?
Again, a big call from Western Province, declining their kick at goal to get themselves moving forward.
Chris Van Zyl, who is on the park in the number 18 jersey, the brother of Anton Van Zyl, who was here for a number of seasons. Also, their dad played for Natal, Mike Van Zyl. And a good sack by the Lions there, with the Province on the front foot now as they get it away. By their loose forwards now for Mark, will get it to Coleman. We'll switch there with Jones.
Good tackle by Van Rensburg.
For Mark, Coleman. Again coming for the halfback. Good hands there by Kevill. For Mark, Coleman. Also telling tackle there by Janse van Rensburg. Still Province controlling this ball well and dattering away up to the 5-meter line. Not shared.
Keenan's good.
Keenan's good. Now Coleman. They've got a little bit of space here. Jones. And Sinatra couldn't hold on. Did he get a hand to it? It looked like he might have, but it might just have overextended the top try scorer in the Province team.
Okay, White, we've got an option. Knock into touch option.
They've got the option here. That drift ball from Hugh Jones, just asking too much of Sinatra. He couldn't get his hand out there.
Lost forward.
Drifting left to right. I mean, right to left was Sinatra. Unable to catch it.
What an opportunity missed there by Western Province. He feels sometimes maybe keeping the ball in hand. There was Jean Duyong inside him there, Hugh Jones. Maybe he could have used those hands, and then the extra pair of hands maybe could have created an opportunity for Sinatra. Much more simpler pass, but at the end, opportunity for the finisher. You should have finished that.
Yeah, and they upped the physicality to the Western Province there. They had some really physical carries. One in particular from Elstad. It was good.
Okay, crouch. Bind. Sit.
Great scrum by Western Province. Superb scrum. Wins them the penalty. But they're chasing the game a little bit now. 32-17. You go for the line out and then you don't score. Creates a little doubt in your minds. Number 22 there, Hugh Jones, a graduate of Millfield in England. The great Gareth Edwards and JPR Williams went there.
And he's highly rated by Coach John Dobson, who says he'll go on to play international rugby. Gee, this is a sight that you do not see very often. The Lions scrum getting absolutely monstered, fragmented, broken up and drilled.
It's a way that they isolated Julian Reddinghays there with Oli Campbell.
And again the Lions look for the sack now. The penalty advantage, not fair. Great try, Province. They're not out of it yet.
Gee, Bobes, are we sensing something here from Western Province? They've upped the physical ante. They've got a lot more physical, more direct. Then they get the big scrum, they get the tight head, they get the penalty, and now they've shown physicality on the drive. This is brilliant stuff. It goes to Buerta, straight to the back to Noche. He gets in the boot of this drive. They get good depth, there's good communication, and there's no stopping it. It's like a runaway train. They get the try. They're back in this game.
Oh, you can see it's all about the numbers on the feet for Western Province. They carry on. You can see a whole of the pack of the Lions on the floor. What a try for Western Province. They're just 10 points away now with the conversion to come.
Well, we say conversion to come. All these kicks now become absolutely vital for both sides. Kurt Coleman coming on as the replacement for Robert Tucker. Can he do the job for his teams? Hassan came flying out of the blocks. Good kick, Kurt Coleman.
What a good set here. Go to the money ball man. Look at the numbers now of the Lions forwards on the floor and the Western Province staying up on their feet. All of that momentum for Noche just to get over for their third try of the game.
Yeah, and it all looked a bit too simple, didn't it? Very easy.
The Lions wouldn't be happy with that stemming of the drive. There were only one or two guys that committed themselves.
Coleman committed to catching that kickoff. Good play by the fly half, because the Nizam car looked like he wanted to take it. But it was great work. First of all, Ruan Buerta, who caught the line out extremely well, powerfully one might say. And then that set it up for the rest of the province forwards. The crowd trying to get a wave on the go, taken by Erasmus, Cronier, Creel. They've watched Creel very closely, and Quacker Smith for that matter, the Western Province. Cronier, now it's his Marks. Maybe they haven't heard too much about Malcolm Marks, who downs over the advantage line. Now Lawrence Erasmus. When he's in the clear, Lawrence Erasmus, a difficult player to stop. Good backing by Cronier. Fulman moves to half-back. Not too many backline runners out there. Erasmus. The one thing from the Lions' point of view, it uses up time and territory. Could see it from full-back, looking for work. Cronier, now Creel. Gets rid of that Noche was. Now into the Western Province 22-metre area. Bossoff hasn't got a runner, goes on the kick. And, well, very nearly coming away with it there.
He caught it.
Was unreal catching there by Cheslin Colby, who I think might have done himself a bit of damage. Now Coleman, where is a runner there, and they found good ground here, Western Province. Well, that will be a Lions throw-in. That's good territory. Two of the province players, though, are down.
How is this?
The acrobatic skill by Colby to have the sense of where his body was, where the ball was, to go through all that. That is unbelievable.
Come off, please.
I know he's holding his back, but my gosh, Cheslin Colby, the demonstration of skill that you've just given us.
Warren Brosnan, what about the neck flick just to place the ball back? This man can jump around. He's been manhandled the whole time, but look at that comeback. Look at that skill from the young player.
And I tell you, this crowd is coming alive as well. They're talking, they're speaking. It's all about the ABSA Currie Cup final.
Oh, the Western Province fans are up. Their tails are up. Now they're trying to chase it. You see the 44,000 people out here, 183. Just being blessed with skills and what high quality it is, this Currie Cup final.
Well, high quality, high tension. We've got Ollie Kebble down, so Stephen Kutsoff is allowed to warm up and come on as a replacement front row. Cheslin Colby is still in some discomfort with his back. That wonderful bit of athleticism, unfortunately, has ended with him holding his back very gingerly. Has it cooled down a bit, Bob?
Oh, it has cooled down. There's not much sun to talk about. There's a bit of an overcast, a bit of clouds, but the fans are having a good time. It's unbelievable.
Ollie Kebble is okay. Malcolm Marks will throw. Warren Whiteley receives. Taken by Mostert eventually.
Last 3.
Kutsia. Again, a good chase by Jano from Mark.
And that's a positive result for Western Province. They compete at line-out time, they harass, they apply pressure on Kutsia. They get the line-out feed just outside that 22.
Michael Willemsen now with the throw, the former Grey High School and PE boy. Won by Whiteley, taken by Currie, beautifully, now Foreman. Still inside the lines, 22. Away now by Borseth. Finds Jürgen Heiss. Good layback by the tight head. Currie. Dreyer. Volmink is back. Decides to do that and follows a good touch. That's a really good kick by Anthony Volmink, who comes racing up to prevent the quick throw-in by Dylan Lates.
Giovanni Bobo, talk us through this. We've had two really good kicks now. One from Kurt Coleman, we saw him, he got field position. And then this one here from Volmink.
Look at the technique of keeping his head still and then a drop and keeping his eyes onto the ball and using his left foot with the touch line. Done very well from Anthony Volmink.
Robbins not wasting time in setting up the morph in the line-out. Carr, Notche, then Coleman is grounded by Janse van Rensburg. De Jong. And a friendly bounce for Anthony Foreman. Can he do it again?
Oh, he does.
Come out, White.
Kurt Coleman is back. Cheslin Colby, what will he do now? He decides to do that because he's still a bit gingerly holding the back of his.
Well, I tell you, it wasn't a bad kick from Cheslin Colby.
Anyone will be happy with that. Braz has cleared the whole half of his hide, got his side into the opposition's half, so the forwards are very happy because they were just standing there.
4 White, sub.
Well, there's a sub coming on where Fabian Boyson will come on for Lawrence Erasmus. Gets a huge ovation from the home crowd.
Gee, I reckon he's been immense as Lawrence Erasmus. He's competed a lot outside and he's given him a lot of go forward.
I'll be surprised if he doesn't win the fight of the season for this Golden Lions pack. He's put players like Mb Lusasani onto the bench. He's come on for Martin Miller and he's taken his chances, the young man.
Fabian Boyson in the middle of the line-out now. Malcolm Marks with the throw. Boyson the dummy. Up goes Mostert. It was Chris van Zyl who tried to get a hand in the way there. Now Yaku Kriel. difficult to pick at the man of the match here because everybody's pulled their weight. Warren Whiteley being one of them. Ross Trenier another. This is Malcolm Marks. Howard Manisi in support. Boyson. Now chance here for Fulmunk. Can't get away from Buerta. Oh, Riedlin has Towns into the ruck. And Trenier is held up well by Noche. Malcolm Marks again. Always makes a metre or two. Quickly by Manisi. Whiteley with Sinatra. Very nearly came away with it again. The whistle's gone. And now the players realise that John Diong thought he might have been away. But one of the players is down and looking really uncomfortable.
It's Nizam Kar.
Nizam Kar is one of them.
Yeah, Nizam Kar.
Also Kurt Coleman is down on his knees. Nizam Kar looks the worse for wear.
Yeah, he does. It looks like as if he might have a stinger. Took a tough tackle there. That's Kurt Coleman who's taking a knee. But his injuries are starting to come on now.
This is the contribution that Nizam Kar has made. Such a physical player. Made his test debut last year against Italy. He's become one of the real leaders of this Western Province team. He provides good go forward. He's got some physicality. He likes to tackle. And he's very safe with that ball in his hands as Nizam Kar. He gets in there for the try. He's had a good game. And hopefully he will continue.
Meanwhile, Kwagga Smith has come on to be replaced by Stefan de Wit. So all four replacement forwards are on the field for the Golden Lions.
Saying that.
Now Stokkie Sannakom will come on. Janse van Rensburg gets a big cheer as well from the packed stands in the season ticket holders.
He's had a great game, the 21-year-old centre. He was looking forward to this, a bit nervous before speaking to him. But he took a chances, ran hard, tackled like a demon. Good work from a junior player.
5, 6.
Strong scrum by the Lions. Trenier, Bossoff, Manisi. Great tackle by Vermaak. Trenier again. Finds de Wit, Steph de Wit, who's also one of those strong flank forwards. Bossoff. Fulmunk. Well held by Leitz. Bossoff again. Help from Kutsia. Advantage to the Lions. With the knock-on.
Lost the ball.
A small little knock-on from Yuri van Vuren.
Yuri van Vuren, who's in the bright blue scrum cap, the former Oakdale learner.
It's all just a little bit lateral there from the Lions. They never really committed any of the defence of Western Province, and they get away with a little knock-on there from Western Province as they try to play the ball on the ground, so they'll get that scrum feed again. But sure, less than 9 minutes to go for the season for 2015. Everything to play for between these two teams. They're separated by 8 points. Who's going to be the ABSA Currie Cup final champion?
Well, Rasta Rashivenga, age 29, the youngest ever to referee a Currie Cup final. What a record he's got at just the tender age of 29 as a referee. Deliberate wheel, I think that was, Bobs. Well, Braz, maybe you can give comment. I think it was for the deliberate wheel.
Yeah, deliberate wheel. It went around the corner. And the Golden Lions will gratefully accept it. They'll drill this down. Play will resume, and within deep into the 22 of the Western Province. It's going to be a really good attacking opportunity now for the Golden Lions. They walk slowly towards this line out.
All the replacements on for Western Province. Still Jaco van der Walt and Sampi Street available for Johan Ackerman. Taken by Jaco Kriel. Trying to get them all going, but the other thing is it's using up valuable time. The crowd are out of their chairs now, willing their team on. Way back from here, Boshoff, Manisi, he dropped it.
What a tackle.
But the referee will go back. There's another decision, I think, to be made by Mr. Rashivenga, and it's a penalty to the Lions. A Lions player down. Looks like Julian Riedlinghuis may be down, and a Province player.
Oh, it's Will Keller.
Yeah, it is Julian Riedlinghuis.
Marnitz Boshoff just looks so good when he takes that ball to the line in that manner. Offloads, get his centre, Howard Anisi running into space. A pity Howard Anisi couldn't hold on to that ball. Volkala, he looks like he's got a stinger that you referred to earlier, Gobani.
Yeah, he does, and Kitsoff is back again. His job is never done as a front rower. It just shows you, with the 22-man squads that you get for Currie Cup, you don't have the two props on the bench. So if you start, you're bound to come back again. That's why Jacques van Rooyen is back on for...
He looks very groggy.
Riedlinghuis.
Well, he looks like he's got a bit of a shine of it. He's had an outstanding game, Julian Riedlinghuis.
What a shift he's put on. 73 minutes with a tight head, running up and down, cleaning rucks, scrumming, mauling. Good work from Julian Riedlinghuis.
Well, I just stood up in my commentary position here, as did Warren Brosnahan, and Boshoff powered that ball into the stands. A brilliant take by one of the spectators.
Stolen.
Well stolen by Buerta for Mark Coleman. Now they're running the ball inside their own in-goal area.
Pace is out here.
Colby is on the run, and well, now goes Sinatra on the cross. So this could be a wonderful try for Mark. Oh, that might have been knocked on. It was knocked on. What a wonderful run out by Western Province.
Wow.
Cheslin Colby has stayed down again, but look at this, Bros.
Unbelievable stuff. That was from deep within their own in-goal area. Sinatra and then off to Johanna van Mark. A little knock on there from Jean de Jong, but the Province are not going to die. They're going to ask questions. They're going to continue. They're going to fight for that, to get that final.
No, they really need to get that points down. But I love the ambition. You're right, Warren. They won't die wondering. They're always trying to make sure that they push themselves. And there's an opportunity. Yes, they are down by 8 points. But what a chance.
That's what it's all about, Kawani.
Oh, sitting right in front of me. It's glorious. This unbelievable. And the crowd has just lived up to it.
Over 120 years old. Currie. Was that on the full? No, it wasn't. And Jason Yafta down the far side as the referee's assistant runs into the Western Province half.
Scrumming in.
Again,
Shoulder.
Warren Whiteley does well. The little offload and the chip just falls inside. Yes, it does. From Ross Grenier. Ross Grenier's had a really good game for the Lions.
Use it! Use it!
Now it's with Van Vuren. Coleman. Colby.
Advantage. Rack was there and he went in late. Rack was there.
Mark will go quickly.
You can't go over, collapse Rack. Hands.
3.5 minutes to go.
Oh, good tackle there from Nisi, but it went above the shoulders. It was a high tackle at the end, but just making sure that the nimble-footed Cheslin Colby doesn't get away with it.
Both. From here, Blades, Western Province have to go and score if they want to have anything to do with this Currie Cup final for 2015.
So the throw by Michael Willemse, taken well by Buerta, Coleman, Noche, Hugh Jones to Young. Line of defenders out, but in midfield they've got a lock and a front rank up. Mostert is calling for reinforcements for Mark Coleman. Now Kebble, away for Jones. Holding on for dear life there was Ross Cronier, serious contender for man of the match. Worked out by Buerta. There's Coleman's little pass. Is that one? Counter ruck is good. Away goes Mostert, another contender for man of the match. Ruan Dreyer keeps it tight. Van Rooyen goes in. Cronier. Coetzee decides to go on the run and makes a few meters. Now can the Lions forwards get there quickly enough? Cronier. Mostert. Bossoff gets it behind Colby. It's on the bounce. Brilliant bounce for them. Colby goes. Skussan holds up intelligently. Now Sanakta tracks on the pace. Very nearly tackled there by Stokkies Hanakom. Slowed down enough, I think, for the other Lions players to get it. Lions at the Province have got to keep the ball in hand. Lakes tries to do something. They can't kick it away unless it's to kick and regain. Now Ollie Kebble up against Fulmick. Jones is in there too.
Ball's available now, it's available. Last feed,
the ball is available for Mark. Has to dig quite deep for it. Van Vuren. First one tackle. Good little bit of gaining ground there. For Mark. Was Hanakom onside? No, says the referee. Penalty goes the way of Province. Less than a minute to go. Province have to score twice.
I just want to check something with Stuart. I can't hear carefully. Time off. Yes, Stuart.
Not the right initial penalty. I think you need to check the clean out from 18 Blues to whether he's used a shoulder or arm. Stop.
With Marius, yeah. Okay. Marius, are you there?
Yeah, I got that. I'm having a look for you.
Okay, thank you.
So 18 Blue is Chris van Zyl.
Oh, this is the 18 Blue. You can see that Chris van Zyl going into the shoulder onto Warren Whiteley from the side. Not coming from the last man's feet, but look at that. It's coming in from the side. That's why that there was a flag out from Stuart Barry. This is what we, at the moment, it's the first angle, not bound to anyone, coming into a maul and taking on, we call that a chip shot.
Well, Kirk Coleman has already placed the ball for the penalty for Western Province.
Let's look at the angle from the other side.
Step back, so the decision to be made.
He binds on the play.
Still a decision. They might ruin all those mistakes that were needing them to take those penalty kicks from the first half. Now, can you imagine how much it will be in the game now? That's what we're looking at.
Well, decision time for Marius Jonker.
Stewie, which one are you looking at? That's the only one we've got that we're looking at now.
It was a breakdown here, Marius.
Cool, we have a look.
Yeah.
This is the one he's looking for.
Yeah, this one.
Currie leading with the shoulder, number 18. So, you see with those two involvements that Chris van Zyl had.
Okay, Rasta.
Yes, Marius.
I have a decision for you. That was number 18 Blue with a dangerous clean out.
Yeah, I agree.
And do you want my recommendation?
Okay, Marius, I'm going to give a penalty only against number 18 Blue. I'm going to reverse the previous penalty for an offside penalty. Okay, you happy with that, Marius?
Rasta, I think we need to reconsider that action by 18 blue. I think it's more than a penalty.
You think it's more serious?
Correct.
Okay, time off, please.
Well, this will be a yellow card for Chris van Zyl, but it does mean
yeah, I agree with you.
Frankly, with less than a minute to go.
Had 2 dangerous clean-outs at the breakdown. This is your second dangerous clean-out, so I'm going to penalise you and you're going to go.
Well, if Province had any chance of winning this game, they would have had to have kicked that goal and then come away and scored another try at least.
Yeah, it had to be converted for that to win it because they're 8 points behind. But look at this, look at the crowd. Seconds going down the clock here. Sense of time for Western Province going down. But look at the jubilation of the stadium, just cheering every kick, every run the Golden Lions are making. I can see that even the extra stuff here is down. The wives and girlfriends are down, already waiting and anticipating the final whistle.
Well, they would have looked up at the stadium clock and know that they're less than 20 seconds to go. The big thing is, will they who to go immediately? They really need to just win the possession. Up goes the captain. The flags are waving. And Ross Currie gets it back to Skossan, who boots it into the crowd, boots it up into road Y, and the celebrations begin. Well, the situation is absolute pandemonium, boss.
It is pandemonium, but what about the Golden Lions? Perfect season, unbeaten, and that is going to be the feeling for the Western Province. All they need, taking off the high bar for the contribution that they gave into this game. But what a triumph for the Golden Lions. What good work from the management. Well deserved from the Lions.
Well, of course, they will be very happy. Unbeaten. They scored 4 tries to Province's 3, and it was a really strange kicking performance from both the Flyhouse. Initially, they then came back home and kicked it. Good conversion. Bosov kicked his final 3 kicks, and the Lions, no wonder, are so delighted. So that win for them by 8 points just seals a faultless, flawless season for the Golden Lions. Disappointment for the likes of Sonata and Western Province, who really made a big game of this afternoon. But ultimately, I think the Lions' cohesion just too much. They moved the ball around brilliantly. They've done it all season. Jaco van der Walt didn't get onto the park this afternoon, but he still will be a member of the team celebrating the winning of the ABSA Currie Cup for 2015. You can see the big crowd there in the season ticket holders. They haven't moved at all. Crowd on the far side, not absolutely packed on the far side, but we saw slightly over 44,000 people here this afternoon. Rudolph Strode said they had sold 38,000 tickets, and so the Lions supporters, the faithful Lions supporters, one has to say, are finally rewarded with the Currie Cup title, and the Currie Cup trophy will be in the Lions cabinet for another year. Western Province, of course, played in 4 consecutive Currie Cup finals. The champions they are, the champions now vanquished, and the Lions celebrations will be about to begin. I've heard that Ross Currie will probably be man of the match, and with his 2 tries and the work rate he got out was absolutely fabulous. And so the celebrations continue, and let's go to Tony and Dora. Tony, there's not